Here go we streaming it. The dog is gonna eat me bum. We got streaming in the morning when the spinny wheel of weight, the spinny wheel of weight. For God's sake, spinny wheel of weight, let us have some fun. Bum bum. Maybe a little bit caffeined up this morning. But when we get in, we're going back into the survival world from last night. It may take us a while to get in. You know what the spinny wheel of weight's like in Space Engineers. I'm not going to hide it. It's there, it's spinning, and it's making us wait. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, I kind of think the game's fun. Let's get some music playing in the background. We will go for the... there. Wait, let's just make sure that my audio settings are right so I don't get deafened. Because that always sucks. Yep, that's cool. Hello, I'm guessing Wolf. How are you today? Your ear, that's good.
I'm alive.
Did you manage?
Yeah, go ahead.
I am gonna start streaming. I've already technically started to stream, but I'm stuck on the spinny wheel of weight, so I'm singing away to myself here.
Hey, the spinning wheel of weight is sort of your own fault.
This may be true.
And you did forget that just because you die, your ships don't despawn.
Yeah, I kind of did that on purpose until I worked out what the mod was like. Basically, this is iteration 1 of the server, and if it kind of works the way it's supposed to, then it will stay the same, and I'll just turn that off. If it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, then certain mods will get taken off, and we may have a quick wipe. But if anyone's done a massive amount, I'll copy the ship in the world or something.
I've been seeing a lot of shit, a lot of civilian stuff floating by and around.
Well, that's a bonus. That's at least something, because I wanted to have raiding civilian ships as a legit way of starting up.
Yeah, I passed by a civilian station actually.
Have you managed to see anything from the other factions, like all the NPC factions?
I've seen civilian. I've seen nothing of the military forces, but I've seen the hyperspace exploring faction.
Okay, that means the mod's working. As long as you've seen one, that means the mod's working. It's just quite.
But most of the ships that I've seen are just from that the civilian faction, flying by and doing cargo ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's something at least. Although it would be nice if we got some more pirates.
I mean, recently I haven't seen any, but it seems like the closer you are to the planet, the less you see. The further out you are, the more.
Well, that's also kind of good because it is called an exploration mod. Only seeing shit around planets would be kind of lame.
But yeah, I actually came across a civilian, actual like full-on station. You know the station that's that's a loading screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that, except it was fully built and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I might have accidentally trapped myself in it for a short time. Because you can access the button panel and the first door is open. So I walked in, I pushed the button and it cycled through the doors. So the doors shut behind me and then I couldn't reopen them, so I had to grind through them.
Technically, that should have called the police over if it was going to work. So maybe the whole exploration mod isn't working.
Yeah, I grinded completely through the door and nothing happened. I didn't take anything else from the station, just the door.
Were you already allied with the civilians?
Yes.
Okay, that might have.
Yeah, I think if you're hostile, I think that will trigger them.
Oh, the spinny wheel await stopped spinning. That means I should be loading in soon.
Oh, that's probably why you didn't respond to my hi.
Oh, I thought I'd bugged out there. I was supposed to load it in my cryopod and it loaded me in laying on the ice and then popped me over to my cryopod. It's a wee bitty dark here.
Only a wee bit.
Hey, just a wee bit. It's actually not too bad. They've done some nice things with the skybox, so it's not ridiculously dark at night. I've got that nebula above me, which is brightening the surroundings up a bit. I'm not exactly sure what time it is in game, but I can see the mountains on the other side of the lake, which makes sense. Must be coming up on morning though. Oh, just turned night here.
So how's your day been going?
Not too bad. Did some admin on the server, but tail end, so I didn't have to restart it on.
Oh, that's good, because I haven't built anything.
That would be a problem.
I've been trying to get back to a couple of ships I unfortunately spawned really far away from.
Ah.
Yeah, I've been started cheating by I've respawned 3 times.
Oh wow, I'm actually watching one of those unknown signals drop. I was like, why is that moving? But I don't have a vehicle to go get it yet.
But yeah, if you you can like die, and then once you get to the respawn screen, you can pop into a new ship. As long as you have a location, you can fly back and take over stuff.
Yeah, I may have to turn that off, because that is a bit cheap.
Hey, how do you think I got stuff done in the hardcore server that Takamar had? That last pure space server.
Yeah. I know it is a legitimate way of doing things, but at the same time it's a bit cheap.
And I was only planning to do it because of how few supplies you're actually given. Oh, and the unknown signals, yeah, you can't turn that off.
You can turn it off, but I haven't.
Are you sure? Because whenever I start up a world on single player, I can't turn them off.
It's actually an ini file setting.
Ah. Wait, you chose a female body. What is wrong
I
with you?
I just wanted to see whether it worked because I loaded it for Tokmore. I go back to the. Although hey, I do wish we could still take off our helmets like we used to be able to. Like when you did the whole
shouldn't
helmet.
you be able to?
No, now when you do helmet off, it just lifts up the face mask.
Yeah, but you can go to the actual cryo, the med bay and do it. Oh, maybe you can't. I don't
Yeah,
really care.
they changed that a while ago. I
I
see you,
haven't really been
dog.
paying attention. I normally just left my helmet on and just opened up the visor anyways.
Yeah, I just liked it when you took your helmet off with the helmet command. It actually took your helmet off. It's just one of those things that for immersiveness I liked.
Yeah, no. You still having fun with those dogs?
Hey, the dogs are fun. I've only died twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times to the dogs.
It's only been a couple of times.
I should have really put a death counter up for the dogs.
Yes, you should have really done death counter because it's hilarious.
The only problem with death counter is remembering to update it.
Yeah. I think trees are falling in my part of the world.
Oh, you were in space.
No, I was talking about actual in real life.
Oh. Where are you again? You're in Florida, aren't you? Or is that someone else?
I'm in upstate New York. I actually don't live that far from Rage. Just on the other side of the border.
You're not that far from night either then. I decide
I
what
do
to do with
suggest
this.
you do a 6-wheeled vehicle though.
Oh, I'm going straight to flight mode if I can.
Oh, okay.
It would be a lot easier if I'd put the atmospheric mod on.
Yeah, but everything would get a bit laggy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Oh. Azimuth cockpits and there they are. Good.
Yeah, the other day I had my I had the manager that I work with. Well, one of the managers. He was like, "You have an accent." I was like, "No, I don't." "Yes, you do. Sometimes you do talk with an accent." I was like, "Oh, okay."
The Azimuth mod has a V8 engine. Since when? I don't remember a V8 engine. Kinda cool.
So what are these turrets? The Ravager and the Gemini.
They're just the ones that come with Azimuth. They're basic ones. I've not put any major weapon mods on yet because
Yeah, I saw that.
I realized I'd gone a little bit OTT with how many mods I put on. But as far as I know, the Ravager is a rocket launcher. Gemini is dual. What do you call it? Gat gun. And then you've got the little small missile turret, which is just cute. It normal missile turret, but it's minimalistic.
Oh, it does. It does actually have a no AI. Or
Yeah,
AI.
yeah, it's got an AI and a no AI option. Oh, you need to start with construction. Confused. We'll run. Get the parts for that.
Do you know what turret mod you're gonna go with?
I don't know yet. I'm having a look at the one you're doing. I've worked out why people were saying it's outdated.
Oh, why?
It's because although the link you clicked on was done in January this year, the original mod that it's been modded from
Oh yeah,
is quite a few years old.
yeah. Uh,
And the guy
the
who was
most recent
making,
is the talent.
yeah, the guy who was making it isn't even adjusting it anymore, and hasn't been for a few months.
Oh, I it still works for me.
Oh
I
yeah, it
haven't run.
still works. I just I need to test all the weapons and see what they're like, because I might just put in individual weapons and keep the stupidly overpowered ones out. I hear a dag.
The larger cannons are they hit hard, but their turning speed is incredibly slow.
See, that's kind of balancing. I wish I could keep a dog.
They're not like the Oki fucking 4-barrel cannons of death where they just snap to targets. That you
Yeah.
can actually sit there and watch them rotate slowly. So it's sort of like that slow rotation of death, where you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
How do I
But
want?
like I was saying, like the really big guns, the actual like anti-capital ship guns, like the 3-barrel
Yeah.
guns and the 1 orbital defense cannon. I don't think they have AI at all, so they actually have to be manned.
Oh, that's something at least. Oh, have you worked out how to use the easy inventory mod yet?
No.
Basically, if you have a block on your, like, as if you're placing a block, walk up to an inventory, so your small cargo container, right click and it will withdraw all the items you need to make that, as long as you've got them.
Oh,
If
well,
you
that's
don't,
cool.
and if you don't have them, it gives you a red message saying you do not have this.
Is that what you just did?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm flying back to grind down a couple of ships. Though I spawned really far away, I did find a really nice asteroid.
Cool.
It's a really odd asteroid too because of how it's got that perfect like circular shape to it,
Yeah.
but one side of it has just been perfectly cratered in, so it exposes a core, and there's 2 deposits of uranium. Huh. A civilian Hornet extra large.
Some blocks, because they've got a small block and a large block version, are buggy and won't let you pull the right material out. I just worked that out.
Yeah, I just saw that. It's because when you looked at the container, it
Yeah,
switched to a large.
I could deal with it for the odd thing.
I like this one ship that the exploration mod added in that I'm using.
Which one did you pick?
Hold on. The IDIS respawn ship.
Oh yeah, the Ibis. Yeah, I quite liked that one. Disco didn't. Don't know why. Especially seeing as we worked out it's the only one that's actually capable of letting you get a good start in space.
It's got a respawn bay. It's a large ship. Yeah, I accidentally spawned in 2 of the fighters. Before realizing, oh, they're all the same ship, just different colors.
Different colors and different contents.
Oh.
I just thought of a way around this whole large block, small block bug. But I need to kill this dog first. Do an advanced rotor and stick a small head on it.
Did it to you again?
Yeah, that's what made me think of the way of doing it. I have to build that before I build a ship, because that's just... Well, maybe not genius, but it's... Question is, will a rotor connect off this azimuth side port here? Should do?
Hey, Kitty Knight.
Yeah.
Before you do that, grab the block you're trying to build. Look at the inventory and hit that whatever number you have it queued to, so it transfers back to a small block.
Ah, yeah, good point. Actually, it won't let me place that there. Stuffs.
Because trying to build a small rotor onto a planet would be harder.
No, it's really easy. You take the rotor head off, then you access the rotor and say add small rotor head.
Oh, they actually added that.
They did indeed.
Nice. People have been asking for that for so long.
Yeah, they added that, oh, at least 6-7 months ago, if not longer.
Oh, that means I have an easier way to actually build shit now, too.
Yeah, when you look under it, just underneath the add rotor head is another one, add small head. Because at one point that was the only way you could start building small ships unless you wanted to go freehand like I've done here. Because landing gears weren't working. And I think that's what prompted them to do the change head. Because it made it easier for people to build on planets and stations without the ship flying off.
Yeah.
The azimuth thingy look like oxygen
I have no
generator
idea.
like on a
I've never used Azimuth.
I know what it looks like on a large ship. I'm not sure what it looks like on a small ship. Oh my god, it's teeny tiny. Like, it's the teeniest tiniest thing you've ever seen. It's the same size as a normal small conveyor block. We'll be having that. Only really need it to create hydrogen.
Wow, that is really compact.
Okay, apparently I can't withdraw the items to the rotor because I don't think it's connected up properly.
Probably not.
Because I've actually got an azimuth, that single large block is an azimuth oxygen generator, is the one that I put the rotor on.
Yeah, I see it. You'll probably have to grind it down and put it to the one you've been taking stuff out of.
Yeah, probably. I need hydrogen.
Surprised Rage hasn't jumped on yet.
Yeah, I didn't see him online at all last night, so that's probably why. He is in the group. Well, I sent him an invite to the group. I don't know whether he's actually...
Wait. Hey, Kitty Night.
Yeah?
I sent you a neutral invite.
Ah, that's the only PvP rule for this server. Well, apart from no PvP for the first little while.
Oh.
Everyone else gets to team up however they want, but I'm Johnny No Mates.
Oh, I was just gonna help you with shit.
I'm Johnny No Mates because people are going to get to attack me. I can go neutral, but I can't go allied.
Okay.
I think I can go neutral. Is there a neutral or is there just peace?
I think you are neutral. Well, I think neutral is peace.
For some reason, Space Police won't let me properly accept peace. Yeah, you and Gaming are the only ones that have sent me peace stuff.
Well, gaming is pretty much peaceful for everyone.
Yeah, I know. I am as well, usually, but I'm gonna allow people to attack me for the sake of... But not until I'm off planet.
You haven't declared peace with the space cops?
I tried to. Hey, look at it. I go to the... Where's it gone? I go to the Space Police and it doesn't let me propose peace.
Oh, they offered peace to me when I created
Yeah,
my
they offered peace to me as well, but sometimes for me, for some stupid ass reason, it bugs out when I first accept peace.
Oh, great. That means space police are gonna fucking kill you every time they spawn.
I suppose what I could do is, the one fix I have found, a workaround for it, is to actually, oh, what do you call it? Words and things. Disband the faction, then restart it.
It wouldn't be that hard since it's just you.
Well, exactly.
But yeah, with this small little Adels, whatever, however the fuck you pronounce it, chips, I can skip my first part of having to build a Corvette to jump everywhere, and just go straight to building my frigate.
See, I actually went with a drill ship to start because I thought, oh, that'll be the best one to start a survival series on. Yeah, it did not have enough to make.
Yeah, I saw.
Make anything, and then I tried to kill Dan, and it didn't work.
Yeah, Dan fucking killed you easily.
I know. It was like, whoops, that was mistakes were made, and they were painful.
You seriously didn't know the Gatling cannon symbol on your keyboard?
I didn't see it there. I didn't pay any attention to the weapons.
And the fact that the ship spawned with 260 rounds of ammunition.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I put in the tiered thrusters. I didn't realise I'd put in the tiered thrusters.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Oh, well. You're wondering... Sorry, I
if I
cut you
should
off there.
just go back and redo my frigate's weapon setup and just use the weapons that you have, or wait.
I usually go with the rebuild the frigate, and the mods aren't there, so when you rebuild it you won't be able to put those particular weapons on. And then when the weapons are stabilized a little bit, you can go, okay, so I've got these weapons and these weapons.
But you did see the Talon anti-fighter turret?
Yeah, I did
The
see
ball
it.
turret?
What I saw of it I did quite like. It's just I might not put it in as the full mod pack. I might just go through and cherry pick weapons.
Oh, okay. And like I said, the orbital gun is fucking expensive as all hell. But yeah, the mod creator created the orbital gun as sort of like a response to planets.
Yeah.
He wanted to create something so you could have a stationary planet weapon that could shoot back up at ships that were trying to bombard it.
Well, yeah, it's fair enough. I see actually no problem with that thing, except it can be built off planet.
Yeah. Well, I think it's supposed to work both ways. It's supposed to act as sort of like the great equalizer. They can hit you and you can hit them right back.
I saw a brilliant idea off Last Stand Gamers last night. It's probably an older one because it was to do with parachutes, but it was since parachutes became vanilla. He put a projector on his station on the ground, and all the projector projected was a massive beam of red single blocks. So he was able to aim up his drop pod above that beam of light and drop it down on a merge block, so it merged to the station on the ground from space by using the parachutes. It was a brilliant idea. It was like laser targeting in space engineering. I know I heard a dog. Oh, that must have gone. Laser targeting for space engineers. Brilliant.
Yeah, I stopped watching his videos.
I had stopped watching them. Occasionally I'll go back on, especially now he's actually saying these are things other people have created again. Because there was a while there where he was just claiming he did everything, and it's like, no you didn't. I've seen that mod elsewhere.
Yeah. He's been ridiculed a lot for ripping off stuff. That's one of the reasons why I stopped watching him, is because of just how blatant he was, just willing to rip off things and say it was his own.
That's kind of why I'd stopped for a while as well. I know what I use. I've got a 6-point reactor.
Just the simple fact that, like, when I first started playing Space Engineers, watching Sage was really cool. I loved watching their survival. but when they started turning towards the more of the planned things instead of just the random hilariousness that was what originally created the series,
Yeah.
it just started losing its interest for me. Because I watched because it was fucking hilarious to watch Sage build something and then watch the other one blow it up.
Yeah. I do kind of still like watching pre-planned stuff. I've got a series planned that is pre-planned, but yeah, it's not going to happen for now. But at the same time, I do like watching stuff like this where you're just basically puttering around.
And that's actually why Sage stopped producing it on his end. Is because it was a disagreement between him and Last Game.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it freestyle, like they had always been doing it, and Last Game said no. He wanted it to be the planned stuff, and Sage also wanted them once like multiplayer became more of a thing, where servers and stuff were becoming more and more compatible.
Yeah.
Sage wanted to switch over and say, well, why don't we add in our viewers too? Make it a little more interactive and add up the more randomness of what could possibly happen. And Last Game just shot it down, saying, no, I don't want that because I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's not go too much with the gossip on here because we are on a live stream.
Yeah. But it's one thing to do it live stream, and it's another thing to make videos of it. Because making videos makes it harder for people to stream snipe you.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why I'm going to have a proper series going on as well, but it's just going to take me a while to get to it.
Well, if people start stream sniping you, I'll step in and help you out.
Well, to be fair, I'm not going to do that series on the server to start with anyway. It's going to be on a offline multiplayer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Until I figure out all the bugs with what I want to do.
Yeah, okay. But yeah.
But yeah, I will be inviting people in, and they need to be better than Panda was because he forgot to record. Well, he didn't forget to record his side of things, which is why it's now delayed. He was recording. He forgot to make it target his game.
So it recorded everything.
Yeah, he recorded 3 hours of desktop.
I don't know if I can do that for you though. I don't record stuff.
If I'm not expecting a recording, it's not going to bother me. But
if you're expecting a recording, it's going to bother you.
He said he could record his POV, which was going to speed things up. It took it down to, well, it was actually only about 2 hours of recording, which would have been fine. But then, obviously, he didn't have the stuff he was supposed to have. It was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You just basically wasted my time. Because I then had to go back and I'm having to record 3 different POVs on my own using remote control blocks.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. And it takes too long to load the world that's got that shit for multiplayer anyway. As soon as the explosive scene turns up, yeah, anyone except me gets kicked off the game.
Yeah, that's believable.
The explosive scene does base... Did you see the videos where I was making the cargo pods?
I think so.
Yeah, well...
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, and you have seen the ship that the cargo pods are on, because I had it for the fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all of those cargo pods get exploded. Well, separate from the ship, then get exploded. As they're trying to, obviously, as I'm trying to jettison the stuff by a pirate. The pirate was supposed to be Panda, and he misfired and hit the exploding blocks too early. It
Nice.
looks absolutely amazing, so I've kept the footage, but not quite what was supposed to happen. Some of those pods were supposed to escape for later on in the series. I was going to go out looking for them and find the military supplies out of them. I think 4 did survive, but they didn't kind of get a chance to separate from the ship properly, so there's no way they'll ever stop. Their AI won't trigger because they've still got connectors connected.
You could set it up so the pods that are supposed to explode have decoy blocks, so they'll automatically attract the turrets the second they turn on.
Well, it's actually part of the ship is supposed to explode, and then they explode as well. They do. They have. I had a timer set up on remote control, so I could just explode the ones I wanted to. But because he misfired, he hit the ones that were supposed to explode that part of the ship and just exploded everything. But it looks fucking amazing. It's just not quite what I wanted. But it's that bit staying in the recording. That was pretty sweet because of his disconnect. It actually looks like he took out his own ship with an EMP pulse because he just cartwheels past the big ship.
You could use that and then cut in a scene of other pods launching properly. If you still have that world.
Oh yeah, I've still got that world. I can do everything I need to. It's just for now I just don't have the inclination to go fix it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something you really need.
Yeah, it's like it got messed up. Ooh, the drop pod. Might have to go get that one. And I need exterior plate. Oh, if you shift right click, your assembler will automatically queue up what you don't have for that easy inventory.
Oh, that's cool. At least you have the nanobot one, because that one makes building ships so much easier.
Yeah, I've mainly put that one on to stop the 50 million welders thing.
Yeah, I would also make a rule that the nanobot must be on a station, like an actual station attached to a voxel.
Oh no, I'm not too bothered about that. I know it may.
Well, I just said that to help with lag.
To be fair, people are going to be realizing what they can and can't do for lag anyway, and we're going to have to see how it goes with the server side of things anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to the stream. If anyone's chatting, I haven't seen anything pop up.
No, I think it's just me.
I can see 4 viewers.
Oh.
Some might be on Twitch, some on Mixer, and then there's you.
They've just been sitting here listening to us.
Yeah. Well, it's been going up and down from 2 to 4, so that's probably me and the plus extras.
I'm watching, so.
Hi, Burgers. I'm just going to call you Burgers because this is, although it's a live stream, it gets recorded as well.
I'm guessing it's an inappropriate name.
It's not inappropriate, it's ASSN burgers. But the only way to pronounce that would be... yeah.
Yeah, I just saw his name pop up on your stream.
And hello, Michael. There's nothing wrong with your name. I'm just saying, for YouTube purposes, I might get a strike.
Yeah, YouTube's been a pain about language, what you're showing, just pretty much everything.
Way round. Hey, I can't disagree. They're two pretty amazing things.
Burgers has a nice sense of humor.
I like that sense of humor. And what I want to know is whether that's been enough chat to trigger Nightbot. Basically, every 15 minutes to half an hour, it's supposed to send out messages. It depends. Most of the girls I know would find that name absolutely hilarious and like it. But then again, most of the girls I know are in no way prim and proper. Or proper.
Don't let Knight hear you say that. She might kill you for it.
No, she'd say, well, it's true. Kinda want those at that level. Well, I can't really comment there. But I kinda went, hi beggars! For probably almost the same reason. But for me, it's because of broadcasting situations.
I'm guessing it's the same reason why they go, hi, burgers. I'm guessing they have a good sense of humor, but due to restrictions of Twitch and YouTube, they have to be careful of what they say.
Well, I have to admit, if you hit the follow button, I will say thank you with the full name. Okay, well, it gave one of the pop-ups. It didn't give the other ones. Bloody Nightbot.
Oh, Nightbot's slacking off again.
It's supposed to do them in order. It's supposed to do, here's where I'm streaming, so YouTube, everything else. And then it's supposed to give the Discord and the and my Twitter, and then every half an hour it's supposed to give that one. And that's the only one it's given, stupid Nightbot. It just looks like I'm begging there.
What the fuck did you put on this? Make Nightbot say, Kitty Night.
It says, and if you're really enjoying the stream, feel free to send Kitty some pennies. He could really use the helps. Hit up, then the tiny URL.
Oh, I misread it.
Oh, there we go. It's finally done the Twitter and the Discord one. It's doing them back to front. This is annoying. I only got Nightbot set up last night.
Oh, is that why I've never seen it before?
Yeah. That was one of the things... Well, not even last night. This morning. That's one of the things I was working on.
Only 50 more kilometers to my point. Then I have 2 ships to grind down. Then I have to fly back.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with the platform. It's just I had no idea how to set it up, so it's kind of hit and miss.
Like most things.
And it messed up. It messed up the YouTube link. I messed up the YouTube link. I didn't put enough spaces afterwards. I know Nightbot does that. It doesn't pay attention to the first space after a link, and I forgot about it, so I'll have to go and fix that as well. I'll fix it later. Just every time it pops up, I'll have to remember to say, by the way.
Yeah, I think the exploration mod is only spawning civilian stuff right now.
Well, it's better than not spawning anything for now.
Yeah, I'm seeing civilian ships pretty regularly, but I haven't seen anything else really.
Let's check my assembler. I hear a dog. You were not worth all that ammo, doggy.
It's kind of funny, Lord Buttersteak and Gamer name their themselves Noob Gamer,
There's nothing wrong with that.
and then their call sign is Nub.
Oh, lovely.
What?
He had something run up and just point blank shoot him.
Yeah, I don't really like that version of the gun.
Oh, I know what you mean. The only thing we're not sure about is there's issues with it when it comes to a dedicated server instead of just a hosted game, and this is a dedicated server at the moment.
And I'll see what you're talking about in a second.
Yeah, it's because he's talking on Twitch, so as long as Restream's doing the right thing, you should be able to see it eventually.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It's just I'm dealing with the delay.
I'm wondering what I can take apart to get some iron. Take apart some of those metal grids. I shouldn't need all of those.
Nice. Well, if you have nothing else, that's the best way to deal with something that's between 2 miners is just mine the crap out of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wish I'd thought of that for Dan last night. That would have been so much better than just shooting his cockpit with a handgun and getting attacked by the Gatling. Or mining ship walls.
Well, That, and you shouldn't have been in front of the ship either if you're gonna do that. You should have floated above it and stayed above it.
We were in space, I could have stood on the top of it with the mag boots and just carried on shooting it, and he would never
Yeah,
have
you
been
could
able
have
to
done
do
that
anything.
too. That would have been smarter than what you did.
Yeah. To be fair, I was at the point of, I don't know what the fuck to do in this situation. Screw it, shoot him.
I'm surprised Dan spotted you so soon too.
If I hadn't said anything, he wouldn't have, because he was on his way past me. And I said, I see someone flying past. Oh, it's a Dan. And then he came back. I was like, can I steal some ice? Yeah, okay. And then I tried to kill him.
That was your first mistake, Kitty Knight.
The first of many. And me we're talking about. I'm going to make mistakes all over the place.
So now the group is up to 10 members.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at who's joined. Last time I checked it was 7.
Well, you have Lord Buttersteak, and you have Gamer, and so that's 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And then I think you invited Punk too.
Yeah, I knew I had Punk.
Oh, you had Punk before?
Yeah. He was one of the first people to respond in Discord. It was Dan, then Punk, and then other people turned up whilst I was streaming.
Ah,
I even said
maybe
it.
that's the 10th person.
It's actually Budder with 2 Ds, because he's weird.
Wait, what?
Assenberger's said Lord Buttersteak.
Oh.
Oh, I'm short of silicon now. Bulletproof glass, where is it?
Rage will probably declare war on everyone like he tried last time and then fail horribly at it.
There's nothing wrong with that. As I said, I'm basically, once I'm set up, I'm a free-for-all target, but there's no griefings. There's no offline attacking people. If you attack people offline and it can be proved, you will be kicked from the server.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's underhanded anyways.
Yeah.
Plus, I like bashing things to pieces anyway, so. But I am thinking about after I get a little bit set up on here, I'm gonna jump into my shipyard world and remove some stuff off the frigate that isn't needed, because I'm not going to go down to Earth. Because I think it has 3 atmospheric thrusters, and since I'm not going to go down to the planet with the frigate ever, there's no point in having atmospheric thrusters.
That's how I can protect myself on this server. I'll just hide underground.
Oh, I didn't say I'm not going to go to the planet.
Just not with the frigate.
Just not with the frigate. I told you I my tank can be dropped from space and land safely on a planet. And I've got a pretty good idea of how to build a cargo pod to drop.
Yeah.
To get set up. So yeah, you're not going to be very safe on the planet.
It's not letting me pick up metal grids. I don't have the motors. Do I have any metal grids left? Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to go looking for iron. I'm on top of a dark spot. I wonder if there's iron underneath.
No, it's most likely uranium.
If that's all uranium, I'm rich.
It's possible. I mean, the ice lakes are the only place where uranium can be spotted.
Yeah. But you can find it on the normal ground as well. It's just a bit harder because lower down. I've got magnesium down there. Lots and lots of magnesium. I have magnesium for days. Oh, I've got some silicon there. Give me some iron. Oh, yep, I've got uranium down there. I saw it for a second.
Well, that's good.
I get an actual ship that can search for stuff. I'll keep an eye out for that again. Yeah, definitely uranium. It pops up for a second then disappears because it's right on the cusp of what the drill can see.
These fighters are actually pretty cool looking, but I would never use them. Too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little snub-nosed fighter that I found. It's pretty cool.
Yes? Try this. Let's just attach it. There's definitely plenty of uranium. Dark spot. Not seeing any iron in. Let's try over here. More silicon and magnesium. If I end up on the only place on the planet with no iron, I'd be a little bit annoyed.
Well, that would actually be really surprising.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'll be a little bit annoyed. It's like I'll land
You
on
would
it.
have to be like the most unluckiest person ever.
It wouldn't be the first time. On one of Kyle's servers, every single asteroid I went to had everything except iron. I could not find iron for 3 days of flying around.
Oh, wait, how is that possible?
I have no idea. I was just unlucky.
Because like all the cores of the All their cores are iron.
No, it is possible to spawn in asteroids without iron. Ah, dag.
Oh, do you know there's a really weird bug with this mod? The ships, the spawn ships.
What bug's that?
When you first spawn in, you have to fight for control.
I know you need to turn the power off and turn it back on again.
With me, I turned off the power. I did everything that you're saying during the stream, and it did nothing. The thing kept spinning out of control for like the first 5 minutes.
Oh, weird.
The only ship that it didn't do it with was the Imbus, or however you say it.
We don't have a speed mod on, so it can't be that.
But yeah, just and it's really weird because you'll fly right up to max speed and then just uncontrollably spin. Even after I turned off the gyros, I was still spinning out of control. So it was definitely glitching. That's funny. Both the little fighters come with one cargo pod, one medical component.
No, I don't have the aerodynamic mod on at the moment. Because it's on a dedicated server, it just causes way too much lag. Wait a minute, I forgot to pick up my hydrogen bottle after filling it. I'm boned. Yeah, I noticed, but a little bit late.
What you do now?
I went away without my hydrogen bottle whilst I was almost out of H2.
Leave it to Kitty Night.
But just after you... Oh, give a sec. Just after you said it, I started hearing my own footsteps and was like, is it a dog or isn't it a dog? Such a long walk back without hydrogen. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a gat gun on the ice at some point. Although I don't think a gat gun would have helped me a kilometer away.
I don't have a turret.
I kind of like making atmospheric miners, just for the fun of when they work, but I hate making atmospheric miners for when they don't work, which is the rest of the time.
Yeah, mining in the atmosphere is not fun.
Yeah, I picked up the O2 bottle instead of the hydrogen bottle. Right. Yeah, that's not actually a dark patch, it's this colour patch of ground. Yeah, I can imagine that. Kind of why I like starting on the planet, because it's more challenging.
And that's why I hate starting on the planet. Well, I have no problem getting started, getting off the damn thing.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Wait, what?
He said a walk in the park, but he actually typed wake instead. But I knew what you meant. This is definitely a dark patch, and I'm not getting any ore reading.
It might be too deep. The tools have a very limited detection range, so I would attach a small ship with it. That's why I always have all my small ships with ore detectors.
I knew I heard you, you little sneaky dogs. That's funny, I just buried the dogs. The other one. Yeah, I still to actually get around to playing Escape from Mars, and I really want to. But I didn't think that would be the best way to start up what is essentially my first attempt at a proper server. And now I can't get in the hole because the dogs are in.
I just thought of that joke that CG and Knight kept making on 7 Days.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it that you always find the most interesting girls to stream with?
It's a talent.
Huh?
It's a talent.
It's something.
Yeah. I'm definitely deep enough I should be reading something by now.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
I
it
just
wasn't a dark
sit there
patch.
for a minute. Huh?
Maybe it wasn't actually a proper dark patch and I was just seeing things.
It looked dark on my screen.
Yeah, it did to me as well. That's why I assumed there'd be resources here. I've gone down pretty far though.
Don't know. Maybe it's fool's gold.
Look at the stream. Let's see what just popped up. Literally, as you say, maybe it's fool's gold. These are the readings that popped up. Yeah, I'm not far off. Jeez, I'm here. I may as well pick up a little bit of that.
How ironic.
Yeah.
Gold and uranium. Man, you're getting lucky with uranium.
Yeah. Again, no iron.
Well, maybe if you talk to Disco, you can borrow one of the blueprints for one of his atmospheric miners.
Yeah, but I need to get the iron first to be able to make the miners.
I've
got some really cracking vanilla atmospheric miners.
Yeah, I won't use the vanilla ones. I trust Disco's miner over Keen's miner.
Yeah, that's true. I'll waypoint the top of that. Otherwise,
Disco might be crazy, but he does actually know what he's doing somewhat.
Yeah. But although if you watch one of my very early videos, like before I properly started YouTube, you've got the weird flying potato fish. Get away, dogs.
If only you could fly things into the sun.
That would be funny.
Be more hilarious if you could accidentally jump into the sun. Be like an, oh, what did I just do moment.
Yeah.
Why did the whole world just go bright before my ship exploded?
Oh yeah, a lot of my ships are quite ugly, but I do end up making some very nice looking Atmo miners. Or at least I think they're nice, and when I'm the one flying them, mine's the only opinion that counts.
I'm tempted to just rip out everything that's useful in these ships and leave the husks.
I'll leave the husks for other people to find.
Well, that's the thing. They'd still count as the respawn ship. So as soon as I logged off, they'd despawn.
Well, that's once I get around to changing the settings again. Right, so the gold and uranium was over on them there hills. Let's try killing that dog. That's what we'll try. Come here, dog.
I ran out of power.
I hadn't even heard of a black hole mod. That just sounds fun.
Wait, a black hole what?
Mod.
Oh yeah, there is a black hole mod. It's pretty much just like a planet, except its gravitational pull is insane.
No, I marked that one. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for iron, not for uranium. So trying other darkish patches. Just not sure if these are discolored dirt or dark patches. I think this is just discolored dirt. Yeah, it look dark because it's starting to get night-time-ish. Yeah, I did. I've got a GPS for the uranium and gold. The materials around me, I know what they are. I've got a good enough memory for that. I just mark the stuff where I start drilling. Gonna have to go back and fill that hydrogen bottle before night hits. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that night bot. Every 15 minutes is just annoying.
What mod?
The night bot.
Oh. Your moderator.
Yeah, he's a useful little bot, but he's a little too talkative today.
I told you, he's slacking off. You need to put him in his place or put him down.
I won't put him down for doing his job. He's actually not slacking off, going a little bit OTT. Oh. Getting harder to tell which one's the dark spots because it's night time. Or it's starting to turn night time.
This is kind of weird.
What's weird?
Sometimes every so often I'll only be able to grind certain blocks from certain directions.
I've definitely found nickel. That's a nice one. That's usually a difficult one to find as well. Like once you find it, there's masses of it, but getting that first little drop of it and more magnesium. We're gonna have warheads for days.
Do you think if I launched a small ship towards Earth, if it'd actually make it?
Yeah, probably would.
Here, give me your exact coordinates. I'm gonna send you something.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on. Let's have a vote on stream if Kitty Knight should do this.
No, people, we are not giving out my GPS coordinates.
Well, not to stream, to me.
Although, in fairness, every time I touch my GPS window, if you're really quick about it, you can get my GPS coordinates.
Yeah, don't make Rage's mistake in broadcasting your location to the world.
I'm gonna have to at least go fix. Definitely a dark spot down here. Go for the light. Oh, we found iron. We found iron. It's there. Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen of Kitty Knight stream, he is crazy. Know this well.
But yeah, that's why you should be worried. I found magnesium. Although I barely ever attack anyone, one of my favourite things to do is sit there and work out how to use heads.
But you know I'd kill you before you even got close to me.
The last big warhead I made, if I was within 500 meters, you'd still get damaged by shrapnel.
But you also forget that you remember how strong my shields are, right?
Yeah, they're almost as strong as the space station shields are now. What were your shields exactly?
Last time I checked, it was at 1.6 MPT.
Okay, your shields are nowhere near as big as the space station's then.
Wait, how strong is your space station shields?
17 MPT.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, that only makes sense. You probably put on the large shield generators, huh?
Yep, it has 17 large shield generators. All
That's why.
capacited up and fluxed up.
I couldn't fit the large shield generators. I stuck with using the medium to small ones. But after I'm done here, I'm going to actually go back onto that world and add more in the place of those 3 large atmospheric thrusters.
I do kind of agree, Burgers, but the space station was never meant to be for me to use. Basically, I'm gonna, if I decide to put it in this world, which I might not because it's a little big now, it hit 12,000, so it'll just cause lag. But I'm gonna place it in orbit above one of the moons and Earths, or one of the moon planets, and let it be a little trading station.
And though we are mostly friends, there are still a few of us that are extremely annoying and persist on wanting to destroy everything.
Turi. You mean Turi, don't you?
Wait, who?
Turi.
Oh. I was talking about Xenos, but okay.
Xenos isn't too bad. Occasionally he'll be nice.
Oh, did I ever tell you about his prank that he played on me?
Possibly.
So it was on the first server that we all joined, that Rage ever started up. You know my frigate, right? That I had designed myself.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could actually place a seat.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, he placed a small fucking seat in one of the housings of one of my engines and managed to somehow not get fried when I started up the engines. So I had him
That's quite
hitchhiking.
impressive.
Yeah, I had him hitchhiking through hyperspace, and then I only spotted him because he got out of the seat while I was waiting for a recharge and started flying around the ship. Though he underestimated on how fast the ship could turn.
Yeah.
So he ended up as a bug on the side of the ship. The ship was the baseball bat, and he was the unfortunate participant of the ball.
Well, we've all done that to people anyway. I actually, just for shits and giggles, once with Disco created basically a nerd pole out of rotors. It was 100 rotors stacked on top of each other, and on top of the topmost rotor was a 200 block long pole with a seat on the end. Hiya CG, good morning, how are you today? So when you span all the rotors up to full speed, that seat on the end was doing something like 1,000 meters a second on a 100 meters a second thing. And I didn't tell Disco I'd put explosives halfway down the thing. Yeah, I did say a nerd pole. It's basically when... I wonder if I can do it in...
Pretty much it's a 1 square block that you build straight up. And usually it's underneath yourself.
Yeah, that's what makes it the pole bit. Yeah, you can't quite do it in Space Engineers. Basically, every time you jump, you place a block. It was just the easiest way to describe what I'd done with the rotors. I could have just said stacked 100, or however many rotors it was. which would have probably made more sense.
Yeah, but most of us have played Minecraft.
I haven't.
Oh, you actually haven't? That's surprising.
I don't like the graphics.
Eh. I only play it when I can play it with people.
I have never actually worked out why it's called a nerd pole.
That's from Minecraft.
Oh, I get it's from Minecraft, but it's like, why is it called a nerd pole?
Because nerds play video games.
What are we short on? We're short on iron again. Hey, nothing wrong with the first Mario. I grew up on that. You know what I should do is I should waypoint my base. The only waypoint I have for it at the moment is a body location. CG, yes you are. But you're a really cute nerd, so it's okay. Oh, I think my hydrogen bottle's about to run out because my tank's not refilling and I'm 100 meters up. Oh crap, make it to the ground.
Nope.
I died. The kitty that forgot to pick up his fresh hydrogen bottles. I really did just jinx myself. I'm like, I best make a waypoint in case I die, because all I've got is a body location. 2 seconds later, I die.
You die a lot.
I haven't died that many times on this. I think I've only had 2 deaths. 3 deaths now. I love the fact you found a way to insert boobs into the conversation, CG. That's just so you.
How old are you, Kitty Knight?
I am 34.
Oh, I thought you were in your 30.
We know you love boobs, CG. You're in good company. I love boobs too.
I do have to sort of admit something, Kitty Knight.
What's that?
Your voice makes you sound much older.
Don't worry, you're not the only one. CG thought I was in my 50s.
It's the combination of the gruffness and the accent.
To be fair,
Yeah,
when I'm on cam, the lack of teeth doesn't help either. But I refuse to wear my falsies. They're uncomfortable.
You have that gruff old man voice, and then with the accent, it just makes it so much more pronounced with age.
They all do it. I've seen my birth certificate. I know how old I am. Well, most of the time I know how old I am, as long as I can remember how old I am. I'm not really helping my argument here, am I?
Oh, no, you're not. Are you sure about that, Kitty Knight?
People tell me I'm 34 because I was born in 1983, but I keep thinking different ages.
CG, he's really old. Damn, well, actually, no, I thought you were actually about that age, too.
No, CG's nowhere near that age. She's only 27. She's a baby.
No, I was talking about her thinking you were 50.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Everyone thinks I'm near 50. When I was 22 in college, in front of us, it was this really cute 16-year-old girl, and over here that's legal. And I was trying to chat her up, and I overheard a conversation. Oh, God, that Matt's trying to chat me up. He's like in his 50s, and her friend turned around and said, "Yeah, you know he's only like 22, by the way, don't you?" Like, what the fuck? Just because I got a beard and I have lots of life experience.
It's the voice, Kitty.
Yeah, it is now, but back then it was just the lots of life experience.
Well, for me, it's always been the voice for as long as I've known you.
Yeah, everyone thought I was older than Chris, and Chris has got like 5 years on me.
Wow, you actually are old enough to be Panda's father.
Yeah, I am. My oldest daughter's older than Panda. Panda's what, 14, 15, and my oldest daughter's 16 in a couple.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
CG, you've set up a YouTube gaming channel for your kids. That's kind of nerdish. You can't use the kids as an excuse to not be a nerd.
I think Chris plays video game. Started playing video games for his kids, or the other way around.
I suppose she could technically be a geek.
You could technically be a geek too.
I'm 34,
That doesn't matter.
not 36.
Oh. Are you sure about that?
Yes. Admittedly, I only know this because I can remember Night's age and she's slightly younger than me. It's terrible. I can remember other people's ages really easily. I can't remember my own.
Wait, how old is Knight then?
She's 33.
Oh. See, she actually sounds younger.
I listened to one of CG's first videos the other day, and it was only recorded about 2 years ago, but she sounds like 15.
Wait, she sounds like what?
15.
Oh. Well, no, CG, I actually guess, my guess was actually pretty close, that she was in her 20s.
A whole 2 years, that's the difference. Don't make it worse than it already is. Get old. I never wanted to get old.
Ah, the sad truth of life, Kitty.
It's making it worse. Now it's 37.
This is so funny to do on your stream. Make you self-conscious about your age.
I'm gonna make CG have to watch the sad kitty face cam. There is only one option to not getting older. Refuse to age. I'm not going with the other option. I need to realign that camera, it's in completely the wrong position.
Now Kitty Knight's pouting on live camera.
I can't tilt the camera up any further.
It's sad to see a grown man pout.
I
sense he's going to kill
sad.
me.
No, I'm not going to kill you. Not yet. I can't get off the planet yet.
That was one thing that was kind of cool about running a Minecraft server. I could remotely kill people that were on the server.
I could actually do that, but I've turned off my ability to access Space Master. I have to go...
I didn't have to be logged into the server. I could do it from the control panel of the server.
Apparently I'm down to my 40s because of the webcam. So at least that took 10 years off her original guesstimate.
Kitty Knight, you know we're all your friend.
Yes, I know.
We just like picking on you.
I won't kill you, CG. I'll just entitle a stream 7 ways to make CG cry and start spawning screamers on your head.
Now you look like you're in your 40s.
I'm gonna get this glitching in a second.
This is actually really hilarious to do.
You mean you meant 70?
Oh my god.
You sneaky little puppy. It ran away. Right, I've got a gyro. I've got uppy dunny, lefty, righty, forwards, back. I need a battery of some kind. Oh no, I'll just put a small. I'm not sure if 2 small reactors is going to be enough to put a couple of reactors. Because I've got uranium for days down there.
I keep pulling a Kitty Knight and forgetting to recharge.
This is not getting any better. Oh, where's that from? Yeah, I really should CG.
Oh, that's making me laugh so much. Watching this stream and listening to this.
Oh, completely ignore the message I sent you last night, CG. I set up my own Discord instead of using someone else's. So if you want to click the link when it makes its way through on Nightbot, there's no push to talk on it, so you'll be able to talk no matter what. I grew up in Glasgow. I was buying alcohol at 12. I don't have that. I was about to say I don't have that many wrinkles. I don't have wrinkles. I got laughter lines, but no wrinkles. Forehead
CG
wrinkles
is
don't
always
count.
funny.
Forehead wrinkles do not count.
This stream should be called "Giving Kitty Knight shit about his age."
Yeah. Yeah, CG, if you have a quick look in TS as well, my AFK message should be the right link if you don't want to have to sit there waiting for Nightbot to do its thing. Nightbot's being a bit of a pest. It's messing up links.
You could probably scroll up and see it.
Yeah, but it's messing up links anyway.
Oh.
No, we don't want that. We want that.
Well, I think that's not so much Nightbot's fault as a Kitty Knight's.
Yeah, I know. I'll go and edit it soon. Like after this stream. Someone remind me to go edit this soon after the stream.
I do agree with CG though. We should rename this stream to giving Kitty Knight shit about his age.
Gonna let me get in the seat, you silly cockpit? Hiya, Granny. Granny, they're being mean to me. Oh yeah, I was just letting you know the link's there, CG. Ah, good, it's sharing out the stuff equally. Enough. If you can't call on someone who calls himself Granny for help, there's something very wrong with the world.
There is something very wrong with the world.
Well, this
Have you
is
seen
true.
my government politics recently? And just the state
Yeah,
of
but
unrest.
they're almost as bad as mine. At least your government isn't trying to completely destroy human rights.
No,
Wait a
that's
minute.
true.
That's politics. No politics.
Alright.
I'd forgotten my own rules there for a second. Not sure what the difference between the azimuth drill and the normal drill is. Oh, the azimuth drill's teeny tiny. It's so cute. Oh, it looks like the Discord link's actually working on Nightbot. It's the one link that's working. Oh, it looks like the Twitter one hasn't got the OR on the end of it as well, so at least they can copy paste that one. See you later, CG. See how we get along with that. Running out of O2 on my helmet off. Right, Aspenburgers. If I say it quick enough, it doesn't sound rude. That kind of works as a way to make it so it doesn't sound rude. If it's wrong, well, at least Aspenburgers is close. Yay, the beauty of a lag spike drift. Out of iron again.
Won't surprise me.
Take about 100 construction components. That should at least finish the job. Then I can go mine for some iron.
Well, here's something funny. I actually fell asleep watching your stream earlier.
Seriously? Oh, last night's one. To be honest, that was quite late for you, and you had just come in from work. Or was that before you went to work? Which one was
That was
it?
before I went to work.
I do that all the time. There's one guy, who is it, Sparry. His voice is so relaxing to me that when I can't sleep during, and it's got to afternoon, so I'm like way past 24 hours, I'll stick his stream on, because his voice plus the voices of other people I stream and play with are enough to relax me down to the point where I fall asleep. He was really offended the first time I told him that, and then I kind of explained it to him, like the whole background noise insomnia thing, and then he got really chuffed at the fact that he was able to help me sleep.
With me, it was just because I was tired. As you can tell, I've been staying up way too late.
Yeah.
It's approximately 5 p.m. here.
I wish there was just a clear all button for the construction queue.
Yeah. I've never actually played very long with realistic sounds on. Everything sounds so much different.
I quite like it, although in space it's a bit disconcerting.
Now, the Gemini turrets do have a small form, right?
I believe so, yes.
Because my tank will need a new gun.
There is actually a tank turret. I'm not sure if that's small block compatible or not, though. I can't remember. One way to find out. Because I actually have a steel
Yes,
plate.
it is. It is.
See, you've already got a tank turret.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, the side ports on the small azimuth thruster, small azimuth oxygen generator don't work. I just tested it. Well, they probably work for just accessing the thing, but they don't work for feed through.
Do you know how the turret's tracking is?
I have no idea. It's been a long time since I used it.
Not the tank turret, the Geminis.
I think it's pretty much vanilla. It's basically vanilla, just skinned with a bit of extra damage because it's double guns instead of one.
Okay, because I know like with the turrets I use, I have to be careful with like some of the older turrets because they use the rocket turrets AI instead of the minigun.
All right.
And of course, you remember that the rocket turret is completely a fucking idiot.
Yeah. What else do we need? We need an ore detector, and we now need a new airing. And some landing gear would probably be a good idea.
That's one of the things I wish Keen would really fix is how stupid the AI turrets are.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Apparently I can't grind that block.
Try changing how you're looking at it.
I just did. I've walked right around the ship. I grind up the blocks. Yes, it's just that one block. Oh well.
Yes, there seems to be a glitch going on with the small blocks. Some of them aren't being able to grind right.
And not enough steel plate. We should be able to... Oh, we can't fly this thing because we don't have enough landing gear. Because we don't have any landing gear.
You don't need landing gear.
I might not if I already had a connector that it could land on, but I don't even have that yet, so... It's only got a connector connect on itself, and there's nothing on the station for it to connect to yet.
I know, I was joking.
Apparently I took some of the landing gear odds off as well. Meant to leave some of those on.
What's the cleanup cycle set to?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
It'd pretty much be default.
Oh, that's one mod you should add. The critical explosion mod.
We don't need more explosions. There will be enough explosions.
Oh, do you even know what that one does?
So,
Basically, it basically turn on an explosion if you destroyed a jump drive.
okay.
So it's really cool. You have to go see the video of how it explodes. Pretty much, depending on like how charged the jump drive is, it'll draw in blocks around it and then explode outwards. So if it's capable of cutting ships in half.
Okay, that actually sounds quite cool.
You should see it. XP fuck. Captain Jack actually did a mod spotlight on it.
Oh, cool.
It's a really cool mod. I love using it because I love blowing up shit and then there is one downside though. Well, there's a couple.
You mean apart from watching the world burn?
Yeah, the world.
Downside apart from that.
The world will lag quite a bit when one of them explodes, but if you're say you're like in a fighter, if you're too close, yeah, it'll destroy you too.
That seems fair to me. Ooh. See what that looks.
For me, it sort of just like fits with the whole. It's a jump drive. It's a massive
Yeah.
powerful energy source that's capable of warping space around it. It sort of makes sense that it literally do exactly that. It warp space around it, causing an explosion. That's one thing I really wish space engineers would add in is like secondary explosion.
Yeah.
Like destroying a reactor should be like a massive ship-killing explosion, not like a pop that's oh you just killed
Yeah.
my power. Should be like oh shit.
Okay, the small reactors do not equal enough power for this shit.
I could have told you that one.
I've got too many downwards. What it is. I'm planning on upgrading.
You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that one.
I only turned 4 off, for some reason it turned all the thrust. Yeah, 4 isn't enough to lift it, so I'm gonna need all of them, but I don't think I have the ability to make another battery. I could probably make the slim battery if I tried, but at the same time, it's not much use without more power, and it only gives you 25% power.
Hey, Kitty 9.
Yeah.
Does the British military have a marching cadence?
Was that cadence?
Yes, cadence.
We all have to march in time, so kind of.
Well, I was talking like the songs.
Oh, you got a few of them. They're the ones I can remember. I will not be repeating on stream.
Yes, please don't. They tend to scar civilians badly.
The one that I can definitely remember off the top of my head almost scarred a CO.
Because if you're anything close to the United States ones, they can be pretty vulgar and offensive.
The worst of it is, it's not really very... Well, it is kind of vulgar, the one I can remember. But it's not exactly what you'd call stupidly vulgar. It's
it's
just vulgar enough.
It sounds like it's the same with the United States one. It's it's not like overly stupid, but it's like it's vulgar enough where it would offend most people.
Right, I'm gonna have to leave that there to charge, aren't I? Otherwise I won't get out of it.
I actually met a British officer before.
We do tend to get everywhere. Or they do tend to get everywhere. Apologies, I actually worked for a living. Alright, seeing as CG's not there, see me pouting at her, I'm turning the web back off. It's too early in the morning.
What was that?
I said, seeing as CG's gone off to do her recording, I'm turning the webcam off again. It's too early in the morning for webcams. Actually, it's not that early anymore. It's 10:30. No, we've been live for 2 hours. Just over 2 hours, in fact. Right, I need to go. Do I have hydrogen with me before I go?
Okay, so you're roughly 5 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, about that. You're in EST, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm exactly 5 hours ahead of you.
Have you ever watched a streamer called Lathrix?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, he streams and sometimes he also makes YouTube videos, but he sometimes streams. He's a funny guy. I try to watch his streams when I can, but it's extremely hard because you guys are 5 hours ahead. And he mostly streams during the morning or at times that I have to go to work.
A bit kind of like me with my evening one. Well, my evening, you're at work one.
Probably. I mean, I can show up for the ones that are on weekends.
To be honest, my evening ones are more 7 days to die. It was just Space Engineers because I was booting the server and make sure it's available as possible.
Yeah, I figured that one.
Although it was I won't mention what it was. Something did piss me off last night after. Tell you about it. I don't want gossiping on the stream. It's not even gossiping, playing fact at the same time. I was panicking. Like H2 wasn't refilling. Like usually it refills about 20%. I'm down to 18 here. Uh-oh.
Why do you have your helmet on?
I keep forgetting to retake it off. It would be hilarious one day if they actually decide to mod to change ice in actual water. As long as they don't take 7 days physics. You just see everybody who's so used to it being ice landing on the lakes in Space Engineers and going straight to the bottom.
Yes, that would be hilarious.
That's the first unknown signal I've had in a while. You must have been getting them all.
Hey, how fast does the sun set to?
It set as 120 minutes per day.
Oh, so basically an hour and 20 minutes.
An hour for... No, no, 120, that's 2.
Oh. Shit. Yeah. Sorry, it's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning here.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You should really be thinking about going to bed.
Yeah, I know. Please, yesterday I didn't go to bed till like 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know Knight's got real life things to do today, so I'm probably going to end up sitting here puttering with Space Engine.
I just want to try and at least get myself somewhat set up.
That battery doing it's at 2 blips so far. It's getting there. What do you need to make superconductors? I need platinum.
Need a lot of gold too, but yeah, you need platinum, gold.
Oh no, it's just gold and iron. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, it's
then.
gold and iron.
Go get gold.
Platinum.
I suppose it makes sense because you'd never be able to make a large reactor on planet if it's platinum.
Oh yeah, large reactors require superconductors now.
Yeah, I only need like 4 so I can make 2 of the little tiny 6-point reactors. I'll take two of the normal
that makes me
small
cringe
ones.
at how many I'm going to need.
Yeah. That's why if the space station does make it to this server, it's getting spawned in as basically. Golden hills.
Well, if it ever does come to the system, I will refill it with ammunition and restock it too.
Oh, I will end up turning on Space Mark that just so I can restock it because it's just going to be an NPC unless I can work out the scripts and stuff for it. Because there are ways you can do admins. That's obviously how they operation. I don't understand this.
I'd say talk to Chris.
Not even sure Chris could help with that one. Like space engine programming.
Yeah.
I've had a look at their programming. It does kind of make sense. It does follow a specific set of rules. Occasionally, little lines of it are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think it was just funny that they thought this game would work only as a single player game.
Well, when they originally launched it, from a launch perspective, I could see why they only wanted to go single player. Hell, since launch, with the amount of troubles they've had with the multiplayer, I can see why they originally thought only single player.
Yeah, but I would have just immediately thought about multiplayer, especially with nowadays.
Oh yeah, from a gamer's point of view, hell, even from a one-time programmer's point of view, I would have gone straight for multiplayer on this. But I can see why when they first came up with the idea, because although it was first published, what, 2013, it was at least a few years in the works before that. Yeah, I could see why they weren't thinking massively on the multiplayer stage.
Oh, in the beginning, they weren't thinking about it at all.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I can understand why.
I think they would have not ran into some of the problems that they have been if they had started that from the beginning.
Yeah. Almost accidentally queued up a large ore detector instead of a small one.
Yep, so I gutted those 2 small ships. I'm walking away with roughly enough that should get me a, at least like some stuff to get around to starting.
That's something.
An assembler and arc furnace, that's what I was trying to say. I'm actually surprised you didn't put a stone crusher on.
I was going to, but I kind of wanted to make this a little bit more hard mode. Although it's modded, I don't want it super easy mod.
You want to know something that's sad?
That.
I have to travel how am I gonna say this? 1,169.6 kilometers away.
Or...
to where I saw that asteroid that I was gonna build my base in.
That, Yes. Gotta pull the inventory out of them first.
Would you say 2 kilometers is far enough? A 2 kilometer exclusion zone is plenty of berth to give people.
Yeah, it should be.
Because that's what I'm gonna do with my ship is make 2 kilometers around my ship an exclusion zone. That way, if anyone comes any closer than 2 kilometers, I'll immediately turn towards them and start moving towards them.
Seems fair.
Though I feel bad for the unlucky bastard that manages to come within weapons range.
I actually kind of feel that way about the space station as well. I went a little weapons crazy on it as I was doing some finishing touches off stream.
Well,
I wanted it to be a surprise.
You should.
Each of those landing pads has 4 turrets next to them.
Nice. Now the only problem is how you're gonna set those things up. Because either you'd have to make peace with everyone and own the turrets, so people can't remove shit from them.
Well, I was
Or
thinking of making use of the information that's already there and just kind of making them part of one of the factions that's already there.
oh, I just thought of something too. You could make a faction, add an NPC member to the faction, then
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
other way to create it, for want of a better word. That is actually how I usually do it with stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. Those tiny ones max output 2 megawatts. The normal small reactor max output 500 kilowatts. Yeah, definitely worth making the tiny 6-point reactors.
Kind of funny. I'm also talking to a coworker of mine. She's an insomniac like me, so she's messaging me.
Fair enough.
Though I'm pretty sure she's not in the right mind right now. She tends to do some recreational stuff.
Yeah, that's I have no issue with it personally, but yeah, we won't go there on.
Yeah. I'm iffy about it. I've always been a straight edge sort of person, so
I've always been the kind of guy who will try everything once, if not twice.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm a pain in the ass to get to try things.
Well, the beauty I have is when someone says, "Well, have you tried it?" I can usually say, "Well, yes, I have. In fact, have you?"
Well, I've drank alcohol. I have no real interest in doing it. I've tried smoking. I have no real interest in doing that. And I've never done anything else, so.
Yeah, I have to admit, smoking is my one bad habit. Well, my worst habit. I keep trying to quit, and then something will piss me off, and I'll start smoking.
My dad's the same way.
Oh, I have the same glitch that Wasted Space had last night.
What?
The propellers off the Atmos thrusters don't stay in the Atmos thrusters.
Oh. I see it now on stream. They're like floating.
It's awesome. I love it.
They look like 4 propellers that are just following your. Well, now 6. They're just following your ship around.
I've just thought of a severe problem.
What?
There's not enough forward thrust for me.
No, there's not.
Oh well, I can still park it here whilst I go hop in and out to get iron.
Well, you could potentially, if you dig straight down, and then, actually, no, that wouldn't work. You'd have to dig in a downwards angle.
I don't even have enough thrust for a downwards angle. I'd need to sit there spinning my way down, creating a hole big enough to just go straight up and down in. I suppose I could.
Yeah.
turn the drill on. Save me.
No, you'd have to use the right click.
Oh yeah, I would want to. I'm gonna try the left click just to see what this ship comes out with. It was drilling quite a wide area. Oh great, my landing gear. I didn't want. Area.
Sort of sounds like there's someone humming behind you.
I have a little bit of music going on in the background.
Ah.
It should be showing up on the stream just as a quiet background noise. Whether it is or not is another matter.
Well, I have my TV muted.
Oh wow. Ouch.
So funny hearing my voice on stream. It sounds so different.
I thought I'd turned the engines back on. I hadn't turned the engine. Not two enough. No, two aren't quite enough to hold me upright. Worth a try.
That's a much bigger hole. Yeah, you might have to go back and put large engines on the front.
No, I just need a couple more engines on the front so I can at least make these holes a bit easier. Once the hole's made, most my planetary mining ships, I end up going and making a hole like this and then just drilling straight out from there.
Oh, so you strip mine.
Yeah, once I've made a big enough hole, I'll strip mine underneath the ground, but I've made this hole bit. Whoa, I'd be tilted there. I've made this hole big enough that one of my main ships that I make can drill here.
Oh, have you ever drilled like a couple blocks down and then placed a warhead?
Oh yeah, I've done that as well. That's another way that I occasionally make the initial hole.
Oh, I do it to make a base.
I've done it to do that as well.
I sort of wonder if that's how Lord Buttersteak made that giant hole that he was building in the first server.
Wasn't he just building in the hole that was made by the crashed ship?
Maybe. It's possible.
Wait.
Yeah, your mic is having a fit.
It does that. Oh, I just made something go boom.
Oh, that's bad.
Not sure what it was.
Probably a drill.
No, I seem to still have all my drills. Oh, it was a landing gear, that's all. Like, 'cause that had me panicking. All I lost was landing gear.
Yeah, for what landing gear is supposed to be, they're extremely breakable.
Yeah, I quite like
Just
some of
saw
the
it on
wheeled ones.
stream.
They got a bit over ambitious, maybe.
Just a bit. I wonder how long this is gonna take me to get back to that place.
How much iron have we got? That's got to be a nice little chunk now. Yeah, that's a nice little chunk. About 20k iron for that couple of minutes since I got the ship down low.
I should really make a large ship. A large drilling ship. I always make small drilling ships.
I prefer small ones.
Oh wait, that is a small drilling ship.
Yeah, it just looks like a large one because it's using the azimuth drills.
Yeah, that's what confused me because the drills look like the large ship drills.
Yeah.
I think if I see a small station, I'm gonna take it over.
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, do you know if the small station, like the actual like space stations, are actual like ships that will eventually despawn?
I believe the stations won't, but ships should still.
Okay, then that small trading station, civilian trading station, should still be there. I'll just have to find
I'd like to
everything.
slow down now, game.
Game is saying
Yeah.
no.
Definitely need those forward thrusters we were discussing.
What's cool is that I could merge the large starting ship to it, and just move the whole station and ship with
Oh
to
shit.
the asteroid. What'd you do?
Press down. I now have a lack of ship.
You now have a lack of ship.
Yeah, half my ship just exploded because it refused to slow down.
Nice.
These things happen, but ouch.
Yeah, you didn't feather enough.
Yeah, see what I mean? I was sitting there holding spacebar trying to get it to stop going down. It wasn't having any of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have let it speed up so much.
I only tapped C for a second. And now the dogs want to get me. Oh, hey, dogs.
Oh, the dogs only want a hug.
I don't want their kind of hugs. Their hugs come with teeth.
Ah, but it's a teethy love.
At least I wasn't too far from the little base I've set up for transferring the ore. I've had crashes like that where I was carrying 60 or 70,000 tons and they were so far away it took me an hour to transfer the resources.
You know, if you just double click, it'll just go right in, right?
Yeah, I know. It's because I was tapping the shift and I keep holding on to it because of 7 days. I keep doing that with the 2 games. I'll try and use commands from one in the other. Which, like, for the crafting menu on this, you press G, the block selection. So when I'm sitting there thinking, I need to, say, pick a wooden frame up. I'll press G in 7 days and end up dropping my nail gun.
The problems of a streamer. Or is it a streaker?
I think it's just it's
But yeah, if that station's still there, I'm gonna grind down all the AI blocks, the control block, place a new seat.
fair enough.
But then I remember just how much of a pain in the ass it is to find each and every little block that has a computer in it.
Yeah, I haven't put the hacking mod on this yet. I meant to as well. I forgot.
Well, I guess you'll have to do it the next time you restart the server.
I'm actually thinking I'll leave it off just because it makes it more.
I mean, in some ways it's good and bad. Because it prevents people from just flying up to bases and shit.
That's what I'm thinking. There are at least 1 or 2 people I could see ending up on this server who are annoying enough.
You know?
Not so much Xenos. Turi would do.
Terry, I end up shooting anyway.
Like everybody.
I think I've shot him down twice now. And actual space engineers.
Nothing wrong with that.
What?
I said there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you were there for one of them. Because he kept hiding out in your base.
Doesn't surprise me. Everyone likes hiding at my base.
Well,
oh yeah, that was on the gaming space, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you and gaming had the.
Yeah, we had the mining corporation.
And he just kept sitting at your guys' base using it as a safe zone.
Which wasn't what it was meant to be. Don't, stupid kitty! Oh, have you seen how much health I've got left? I got away with 5 health left.
Right then, a dog comes out of nowhere and takes takes your head off.
They are not happy puppies.
You need to really get turrets. You really need to get those interior turrets.
Yeah.
I mean, you have enough supplies to run them.
Well, I kind of needed the iron to make them. I've got the iron, but I need to get the rest of my ship back now.
Holy shit. They certainly do like you.
Yeah.
Aw, they're coming to the owner.
You didn't feed us, we'll eat you.
Apparently.
We're getting there. About 3 more trips and I'll have all the iron.
Well, at least you lost things that are relatively easy to replace.
Yeah.
Except for the motors.
To be fair, yeah, I lost quite a few of them. Oh, big lag. Like,
I just got not responding.
yeah, I got a low sim speed on server.
Oh.
What spawned in?
A service platform.
Ah, that would do
And
it.
a trade route starter.
Ooh. You follow those and you can find cargo ship. You want to be a bit piratical.
Not yet.
At least as
So
far as I know.
I am going to go look at that service platform. I don't know who owns it though. What's MA?
Let me have a look.
It's the mechanic industry.
Oh, Marine Industries.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get all these supplies back eventually.
So you are starting to get more stuff.
Hmm?
I think it's just like time.
Yeah, I think it is. It's probably time and just the size of the world. Which I can deal with that. Being quite honest, it was a bit... I started on the Crash Red Ship map. That was the one I was originally going to use as a starter for this world. And yeah, it was just overpopulated.
Is that the one that... Yeah, Shaq started on that one.
Yeah. But I wasn't going to start with the crashed red ship. I was basically replacing the red ship with my own.
Yeah. Oh, we should make a faction called the Convict faction. Everyone willing to that wants to be pirates has to be in that one.
Yeah, that could work.
And the Convict faction is not allowed to make peace treaties with anyone, including any of the AI. Wow, this is actually quite a large station.
I'm probably gonna regret this. The only way I'm getting this shit back is literally along the eye. No, I can't do that. I have to take more thrust off and put them out.
Well, that explains the lag spike.
Yeah.
Wow, this station is not only like fucking heavily armed, but it's quite large and it's got several cargo containers. Large cargo containers.
Oh. I gotta try and limp away to that unknown before it's 2 minutes run out.
Yeah, I haven't really been trying to get those. I already have the skin I wanted out of all of them that I've seen.
Which
so far.
skin? The medieval one by any chance?
Yes.
I kind of want that, and I don't own a medieval engineers on this account. I owned it on my ex's account.
I wonder if
Thought it
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
have
happen
enough
again
power.
there. I got the carpet suit. Because it's better than getting nothing. I forgot to empty the cargo pod before I ground it down. So it made it spaz out, and now the little pod's rolling down the hill. Should at least have the materials. A couple of those little turrets. I got an enhanced grinder out of that thing, I didn't even realise. Carpet suit's funny, watch the stream for it to pop up. I'm using the carpet suit. Or apparently I'm not. I forgot to hit the OK button.
What the hell? Why?
Because it looks hilarious. This is my on-planet spacesuit. I'm going to space again. I'll use the actual airtight one. But for now, what we're going to say is thank you very much for watching, guys. Hit like, subscribes, and other stuff and things on whichever channel you happen to be watching on. And we will see thee later on this evening for 7 days, or tomorrow morning for Space Engineers. Bye bye for now. Say bye bye, Wolf.
See ya.